All right, welcome back to the 3 Point Ministries podcast. Today I'm here with Risley Montes, and he is my special guest. You got to introduce yourself.
My name's Risley Montes. Okay.
not like that. Be like, what's up?
That is not what anyone did.
What's up? Welcome back. Like, you gotta like,
No one else did that.
bro. And now you gotta advertise the shirts. Tell them where they can get them. Tell them how to donate. Yeah, tell them to like and subscribe.
My name is Risley Montes. Make sure. Okay.
And bro, go do it.
My name is Risley Montes. Make sure to like and subscribe.
How do they donate?
All right, let's restart.
The link in the bio, bro. Bro, it's a casual vibe. Don't worry about it. All right, first question. Who's the best basketball player? Not necessarily your favorite, but like the best.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, bro. You have no ball knowledge.
Bro, LeBron is not better than Michael Jordan.
How? Can't
Just
even talk,
because LeBron
bro.
is 50.
LeBron is
Just because he's 50 doesn't make him better.
bro, he's been better since he was 19.
Michael Jordan's him.
No, he's not, bro.
Yeah, he is.
You weren't even alive, bro.
I've watched too many edits.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's where you get your ball knowledge from, is basketball edits.
No.
So you said you got a 6 out of 10 ball knowledge?
Something like that.
What's that mean to you?
I just know ball.
How?
I just know players.
Like, you can name the star player from every roster on every team.
Probably not.
That's not ball knowledge.
Here, Hornets.
I can probably give you
Continental.
the starting 5 for each team in the NBA.
Actually,
And then some more, like bench players.
I'm not up there yet.
Yeah, and you were telling me you had like a, what did you say before that? A 10?
I just said an 8.
Okay. All right. Okay. Our podcast famous question: what is the best Gatorade?
Mario's gonna be mad at me.
I might be mad at you.
I like Cool Blue.
Oh, that's not bad. It's all right.
I like Arctic Blitz.
That one's good. Or like the Glacier Freeze. That one's good. I like that. That's my second favorite, probably.
Yeah, I got I got Arctic Blitz at 1, and then Cool Blue, and then I got yellow and orange.
Orange is so bad.
Actually, I do like grape.
I hate orange, bro. If orange is the only Gatorade they have left, I'm not drinking it. No. It's nasty.
I like grape.
I've never had it still. I need to try it. I've heard it's good.
It's good.
All right, on to our first actual question. What do you aspire to learn about Jesus? Because you're telling me you don't know much about the Bible, you said, and so I just want to know, what does your ambition look like to learn more about Jesus?
I just want to have more time to read about him.
Yeah.
I want to know a lot more about him.
Yeah. Like, that's how a relationship works. You spend time, you talk, like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
That's how you build that connection with God. And so I like to think of it as 3 categories. There's reading your word, worshiping, and oh my gosh, what is the other one? Oh, and prayer. Yeah, obviously. So it's like prayer, praise, and reading your Bible are the 3 ways, the 3 main ways to connect with God. That's how I see it. So if I'm feeling distant from God or anything like that, like pray, read the Bible, worship, something like that. Makes sense?
I love to worship. I
Yeah,
love worship.
yeah. But it's the best thing in life. Yeah, it has to be, because like, think about in heaven, when we go to heaven, we're going to be worshiping God like eternally. So that's probably why it's like feels so great, like
Where
here
I
on earth.
started was here. We used to jump around and sing worship songs.
Yeah.
And it was so fun.
Dude, that I started at Falls Creek. That's where I started. When I was atheist at Falls Creek, it was like me, Tyson, Stanton
Yeah.
and Adrian. Or no, it wasn't Adrian. It was Axel Holt,
Yeah.
and we all got up on the stage, and they were like offering people to sing songs, and I just went up there because they did, and we all sang worship songs together, even though I was atheist.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was at Falls Creek, so we would get on like the mic, we'd pick it up, and oh, I don't remember. There's this one song. I think it was "I'll Fly Away." We would just like sing that, and everyone's clapping, everyone's jumping up and down. It's a crazy experience. That's it's a great time to be there, and that's actually coming up soon now.
I want to go.
Yeah,
I
uh,
want to go.
yeah, it's a good place. A lot of people. I'll talk about this. A lot of people idolize it, which is what I was talking about. Like I was telling him what idols are and what it means. People put it above God, which those are the sneaky things that become idols. Like church can become an idol. Religion can become an idol, but they're so sneaky because people think they're part of like Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So someone could be in their heart more concerned about um, if people believe in their church and go to their church rather than if people believe in Jesus and go to Jesus. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or people can be like, "Oh, I can't wait for Falls Creek because like yeah, it's a great time and yeah, I get excited for it too sometimes." But a lot of people would be like, "I can't wait for Falls Creek, man. Life will just be good again when I go to Falls Creek." And they're acting like they can only experience God there
Yeah.
when we have that same God, those same joyful, like crazy night, like those same experiences here, like in church and like where we're at. Like you don't have to leave for a week to go experience God because they like to call it a spiritual high, which is like you're at the top of your like you feel encouraged, you feel a flame like really heavy and but too many people idolize Falls Creek because they're waiting for that location and it makes them wait on God. Like I can't experience God like that now. Like of course I can, and like then they'll push them away and without knowing it too.
Hmm.
And so it's important not to put anything before God because I can testify that I used to I used to partially idolize Falls Creek because like when I first became Christian, that's where I got saved. Like, that's where I had the best experience of my life multiple times. And then kind of coming back this year, especially, me and Tyson, we're realizing, oh, these moments are right here in front of us. People just aren't chasing them until it has a label where it's called Falls Creek, and you have to, and everyone's worshiping God, and you're supposed to feel that way. Like it's not normalized to love God around here,
Yeah.
but people are like, oh, I'm doing this for a week, like a vacation, Too many people treat it like a vacation. So that's my opinion on Falls Creek. I think it can be really bad for some people.
I want to
Really
go
bad.
because I've heard a lot of people talk about it,
Yeah, yeah.
like
You've heard it, yeah.
sermons all the time.
Uh
Like
huh.
that sounds fun.
It is. It is. It's really nice because you worship like 4 times a day. You read the Bible like probably also like 4 or 5 times a day, depending on what you want to do. Because at Falls Creek during our like 5 hour free time, I just read my Bible sometimes.
5 hours.
Yeah, you get like a 5 hour free time. Go do whatever you want because it's not just like you have a cabin, but it's like a college campus. I think kind of because you can go get snacks, shirts. Like they got all kinds of stuff you can buy, like coffee, desserts, like, and then you can walk around. There's a bunch of basketball courts. Like
Basketball
it's lit,
courts.
and it's up in the mountains too. And so there's like waterfalls all over the place you can hear and watch. Our cabin's right next to this really cool cliff edge place where you go and it's like just a cross like on a hill and you can stand on that hill
Yeah,
and overlooks
I
the
saw
whole
you guys
thing.
take pictures with that.
Yeah.
That looks fun. And then
Yeah.
fishing. I've heard my friends talk a lot about
Yeah, there
fishing.
was fishing. And I've always doubted the fishing. Like I think Scott and I don't
Wesley.
remember. Yeah, Wesley, yeah. They went fishing and I was like, what are these guys doing? They're not gonna catch enough fish. They caught a like trout. Like they caught trout in the lake with hot dogs, I think.
Well, Wesley said it was super clear, like it was
Yeah,
easy
you
to
can see
see.
the water. Yeah,
It's just a little bit of mud.
yeah. So, man, Falls Creek, it's a good place, but it can be bad for a lot of people because there's a lot of people, especially people I know, that as soon as they come back from Falls Creek, they're back to like not being in a relationship with Jesus at all. Like,
Yeah,
does that make sense?
yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm hopeful to preach this year at Falls Creek on that specifically. Like, I got it in my heart, and I think Jesus wants me to talk about it, and I think I might yell at some people, flip
Whatever
some
it
flip
takes.
some tables, you know. All right. How many questions did you write? 3?
3.
All right. So I'll just ask my next one since I think I got
Enough.
13. What's it like having Jesus in junior high? Because me personally, I didn't know because I didn't have Jesus or I didn't have a relationship with him when I was in junior high. And yeah, just kind of tell me what that's like because I know what it's like as a student to have Jesus, but like obviously that's a little bit different from you.
I feel like it helps me because this last summer I got into it more, so it helped me my 8th grade year, like control, get your stuff
Hmm.
done. I pray so much more. I pray all the time at school, and I think that helps me a lot.
Yeah, that's good. What does it look like for like your connections and relationships with other people, like your friends or family? What's that
Yeah,
look like?
I've helped a couple people find Jesus at school. Like I
Yeah,
like talking about Jesus at school. It feels I love spreading the word.
that's good. That's really good, man. It's always encouraging to see you guys like your class and just younger kids in general to when they're loving Jesus and like it's I don't know, it's amazing. Like it's such a blessing. So, what pushes you to Jesus? What do you think draws you to Jesus?
People around me,
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
good.
Like my mom's friend group helps me a lot. Scotty,
Hmm.
Lauren, Tyson, you
Yeah,
guys, you.
yeah,
That helps me a lot.
yeah.
Caitlin.
That's great because like you have to surround yourself with that group of people, the people who influence you in the correct way. That's so important because like
Yeah,
if
cause
you're
yeah, 'cause I don't think I would have found or got more into it if it wasn't for what Scotty's been doing.
yeah, it's called a stewardship. You know that is like
No, not
taking.
really, actually.
It's like taking care of a blessing. It's like God gave you something. It's like it's like a seed's planted, and then you're watering the plant. You're taking care of the plant. You're stewarding the blessing. You're taking care of it so it will grow and become fruitful. Like me and Tyson, like our podcast and the ministry. Like we try to take care of it. We pray for it. Like we do certain things for it in hopes that it can glorify God in the best way.
And it is.
Yeah, I sure hope so. Like I still pray for it and I appreciate other people's prayers for it because I know we've had that too. And man, the impact it's had already is enough. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like, if it was only like one video, it would have been enough, like, impact. Because even if it didn't even reach the ears of other people or it didn't change, or it didn't change anyone else's, like, not change their life, but like you get what I'm saying, like give them a different perspective or touch their heart, give them a good message. Like even if it didn't do any of that, it's done it for me already. Because I get to talk about Jesus. I get to boast in the Lord, boast in the Holy Spirit, like
yeah,
and I get to teach kids. I get to teach kids like you, my brother, even like everyone who's on here, we've taught each other something. And so like even if there was no camera here, there was no microphones, like conversation, like it's a blessing.
it
Yeah,
is.
that's awesome. All right.
I had such a good day because Wednesday when you asked me, I was like, wow.
Really?
Like I had a good day today because I thought about it a lot today.
Really?
Yeah, I was like,
That's
man,
cool. Yeah, I get like that sometimes. Like when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, "Ooh, I got a podcast after school." I'm like, "Ooh, this is gonna be nice."
yeah,
But so I was looking for, I guess, because we haven't done one in 2 weeks. I think maybe one. I think it's been 2 weeks because number one, I just get really busy, and it's not just me. Like I can usually find a day or two I can do it, but like when it comes to having a guest, everyone else is busy too. Especially with basketball just getting over.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, man. Oh, so it went by so fast for me.
Yeah.
What do you
I
think?
wish our season would have went farther.
Yeah,
That game, it was a sad game.
yeah, I heard.
4 points.
But it's all right. You got freshman year basketball. Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, high school basketball is a lot more fun. Um, Mainly because not only you get more playing time, no matter who you are, but the tournaments, like if you play JV, varsity, C team, even like they go on tournaments all the time. You get just playing a lot more games. It's better. It's fun. I enjoy it. And so, who who is Jesus to you? Like
The
personalize it.
way.
Like
The way.
the way.
Truth.
That's a great answer. Yeah. So, what does your relationship with Jesus look like in your life, like your daily life?
I talk to him a lot.
Yeah.
He is for sure a big part of my day.
Hmm.
That's how I get by.
Yeah. That's valid because like same for me. Like I whether I'm like thinking about like if I'm talking to God or not, I like consciously know that God knows my every thought and He knows everything I'm saying to myself. Like He's always there. He's always hearing me. So like it feels like constant conversation with God all day. Like even if I'm just thinking to Him. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And one thing He's been teaching me a lot with is positivity. Like I know it can
Yeah.
sound like corny or
No,
like
no. Yeah.
especially in our like environment, like especially in school where everyone's just like, "Oh, I don't want to do this," and like, "Oh, you suck at this," or "I suck at this." Like there's so much bad stuff and like
Yeah, there
it
is.
kills your mentality more than you think. And keeping your mental healthy is like it is so much more
Everything.
important than you realize, like because I was getting taught this when I went to the school to play basketball, and it was just me. It was after the Moscow game, and it was late. It was late at night, and I was shooting. I was just shooting on the machine. I shot like 500 shots, and the whole time, I would go on some streaks of like making it, like making like seven in a row. And I'm like,
That
okay,
like
okay,
same thing. Remember when you texted me
uh huh,
and you looked at the machine? There's 400 shots on there. You remember
uh
that?
huh,
That men's night.
yeah,
Same thing.
yeah. And I was like, oh, I missed one, right? And I was like, oh, that's awful. And I was like, nah, I can't be thinking like that. I gotta switch that up. Like, okay, that's all right. And so now every time it's like a habit now. Every time I miss, I'm like, oh, that's all right. I'll make the next one. Like confidence when it comes to shooting. I mean, just in life, like confidence is good
Yeah.
because like don't get prideful and don't get boastful, but you should be boastful in the Lord because He's the greatest. Like He is
Yeah.
everything. He made everything. He's done everything for you. Like you know what He did? He sent His Son on the cross to like get you back. And so why not have confidence? Like in Romans it says, "If God is for me, then what can come against me? Who can come against me? Like nothing. There's no like power in hell. There's no scheme of man. You know that song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No power in hell, no scheme, man.
Yes.
Yes, you do. It's Christ alone. But like there is no power, like no demon, no like not no Satan, like nothing can take you away from Jesus.
Yeah.
So why not put your full confidence in that every moment, every day? And so that's something I that Jesus has used basketball to lead me to that conclusion, to learning about that is if I stay confident in my shot, I'll make it. Like it doesn't matter if I airball and then like I make the next one. Like You get what I'm saying? Because even as like jokingly as it can seem, let's say like okay, I'll just give you an example because a bunch of times I'll be just like we got a couple minutes after lunch or whatever, and I'm shooting around and I'll airball or I'll miss, like usually an airball, and people like everyone around you is like, "Dang, that's a bad shot!" Like
Yeah.
everyone's laughing, like and like I usually laugh with them, but recently it's been different. It's like I just like I keep a straight face, I stay serious, and I'm like, "Give me the ball and make the next one." And if it doesn't go on, like, "Give me the ball and make the next one." Like I don't know, it's just that confidence,
Confidence.
and that confidence comes from the Lord, like because like why not have confidence in Jesus? Like you know what he's done, doing, and will do. Like it's crazy. I gotta put my confidence in him. And I just got reminded of something else I was gonna say before because I was talking about how we hadn't done a podcast in 2 weeks,
Mhm.
and then I needed a guest. That was what I was looking for the most because I was running out of days. I was like, I don't know who I'm gonna do. I could try to do this and try to do this, and I'm like, I just needed a guest, and the Lord came through with you because you start talking about the podcast at youth, and I'm like, boom, there he is. That's the guest. I'm like, all right, be on the podcast, and you said yes. A lot of people decline. A lot of people
Really.
don't want to be on it, but I guess that is. It depends who it is. If it's like a classmate,
This
that's
is an opportunity.
yes, it is.
It's an
Yes,
opportunity.
sir. Um, if it's someone who doesn't really have a relationship with Jesus, they're less likely because like every time or a lot of the time when I'm like, "Hey, be on the podcast," first question is, "What's it about?" And sometimes I don't know how to answer that question. I'm like, "Well, we just we just talk, like
Yeah.
we just talk." But to them, if they watched it, they'd be like, "Oh, he does a religious podcast. It's about Jesus." And yes, it is about Jesus because that's what everything should be about.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't get that. Like the reason my podcast is about Jesus is because that's what everything should be about. And we're talking about life. We're talking about everything. Like and so I think that scares people away, honestly. I, like so far, out of my guests, I've had 4 guests, or maybe Mario, Tyson, you, and my brother. I've had 4 guests, and they've all known Jesus. Like Mario knows Jesus, Tyson knows you do, my brother. And so I think it's like I'm gonna try to get someone who doesn't have a relationship with him or is like trying to build one with him, just learning about it. Like you know what I'm saying? Someone
Yeah.
who's like something like that because like I don't want it to be like discouraging when we're talking about Jesus because I'm just talking about Jesus because he goes with all this stuff. He goes with every question I have
Everything.
and he goes with everything I do in my life. And so like all right, we can move on to talk a little bit about sports. So you said you like baseball.
Travel team. Dodge. Yeah.
Yeah, why do you like baseball?
Because of the people I'm around.
Yeah.
I have religious teammates. I think no. All of my teammates are religious.
Uh-huh.
My coach is awesome. My coaches are awesome. When I started 5 years ago, I was I was not good at all.
Buns.
But now I'm good. I'm a good hitter. I pitch. Coach taught me everything. It was awesome. And I felt like God's helped me with that through that way. It's
Yeah,
been
that's
fun.
great. I've hated baseball my whole
Oh,
life.
okay.
From the moment I was a catcher, bro. Came home bruised in like baseball.
Maybe you just weren't good.
I wasn't.
I'm just
I mean,
joking.
I don't know. I was young. I quit young. I never liked baseball. I don't know. It was just always my least favorite sport. Right next to like probably football to play. I always hated football too.
I don't like it. I only played it last year because we didn't have not a lot of numbers.
I like football now though. Junior year, man, it is a different feeling when you're out on that field in Cunningham. The overtime game,
That was so
dude.
awesome. That was
When you get to be a part of a win like that, it is a great feeling. Like
that was the
I was
my
screaming like
favorite
so
game to
loud.
watch ever. Pep band,
Yeah.
that was lit.
I was out there on the field. That was my favorite part. I was like, I didn't think I'd be playing in like clutch overtime, like, but I was out there on defense when we won, and I was me and Guillermo were dabbing each other, like screaming, like it was awesome. It was a great feeling, and it's just like that. It's just that team, like being part of the team. It's just that feeling, like, and then you go to the games and you're like, maybe practices aren't so bad if you get to go to the games and do this, and then you go to practice the next day and you're like, I hate football. But no, I kind of mess with it. Practices aren't as hard when you're in the upperclassmen and you just get to hit little freshmen all day. Are you playing football next year?
I don't know yet.
You better.
I don't
I'd
know.
light you up, bro.
I don't know if I want to. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
like football. I don't.
yeah, but I didn't like football either, and I played it, and it builds character. It does, and it
Played
can teach
last
you
year
about
or this year.
perseverance through things you don't want to do in hard times. So I think Jesus would encourage people to do stuff like that. It's like it brings unity, and you can bring Jesus out there and be that example for people. So I think you should, if I had to recommend it. And yeah, what about basketball? What do you think about, like, you like to play basketball more than you like to watch it, or
Both. I love
yeah,
watching KU basketball.
really?
Yes. Um, but I love to play it.
Mm.
I like to play it more. It was so fun being a part of starting five varsity
Yeah,
this year.
that does sound fun. I can't relate. I've barely ever played varsity, bro.
Next year you'll be on it.
Hopefully,
Hopefully.
but like first time I ever touched a basketball was like when I was your age, or like in
I've
eighth grade or
touched it
seventh
since I was
grade.
little. When we
Yeah,
used to live in Dodge, me and my dad used to go to the Y.
yeah, that's the thing. Everyone else, when I started playing basketball, had played like rec and like all that. Like I never played rec basketball, and basketball has never been a thing in like my family. Like my dad was a really good wrestler, and he was a wrestling coach. My mom was good at tennis. I think she was decent at volleyball and tennis, but and my dad liked football. My dad was a manager in basketball, so and I always hated basketball. I hated basketball until like one day when I was asked to play, and because they needed one extra, and I went out there and like slides and sweats and didn't even know what a double dribble was. But and now it's become probably like my third favorite thing in life. Like, man, I love basketball so much.
Me too.
It's crazy, and that there's not a lot of people who relate and understand. So it's kind of unfortunate sometimes. But Jesus gets me. So like that is one of my favorite times, is just dribbling the ball and just shooting with like worship music on and just some
Yeah.
Christian rap and just me and Jesus, like, peak. All right. What are you It's kind of harder to ask this question. Like, I guess, what are you ready for in your future? Like, what are you looking forward to, or kind of like, what do you think God's plans are for you in the future?
It's a good question.
It is.
Man, to get to know him more.
Yeah, I think He has that in the
To
plans for all of His children and believers. Is there anything specific that you want to do or you've thought about doing?
what I want to do, I want to be more athletic.
Yeah, that
Oh, what do I
everyone does,
want to
bro.
do? Um, well, I want to go far in baseball for sure.
You want to go what?
Far in baseball, like college,
Mm-hmm.
MLB.
Yeah. That'd be cool, bro. You know, my little brother, um, his favorite sport is baseball, and he's also really good at it.
Huxley?
Yeah, he got moved up like to machine pitch, and I don't know what they were under. They were playing underhand. He got moved up to like machine pitch because the coach wanted him on like the fifth or sixth team or something. And he's in
Dude,
third
that's
grade, bro.
awesome.
He's athletic for a third grader, and I don't know. I always thought it'd be cool if like he went to the MLB or something like that, but I don't know anything about baseball or how hard it is to like do that stuff. Like I imagine it's easier to go pro in baseball than basketball or football. Does that sound right?
I
Isn't there
mean,
like a lot more teams and players?
oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of teams.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams.
Yeah, okay. So I don't know. I just kind of figured in like there's a lot of positions and stuff like I don't know. I don't know. But and it's also one of those sports where I feel like when you grow up in Kansas and like
Yeah.
that's like the sport that everyone or like like people are good at. I feel like I don't feel like we produce too many good like basketball players and football players, but like when I think of like a white boy farmer from Kansas, like I see him being
Eli.
good at like baseball, yeah. So,
Eli.
but yeah,
Well, we got a basketball player that went to college. Maddie
yeah,
Dennison.
yeah, white farmer. I'm just kidding, bro. But like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Next question is, so what is your personal message to kids your age, your class, the whole school? If every kid your age or like around that age, like junior high, was watching, what would you want them to know? What would your message be?
Have more confidence. Um, I mean, obviously, read the Bible, but
Yeah.
talk to him. You gotta
Yeah.
talk to him.
It's got to be personal because, like Scott says, sometimes it's just words on the page if you don't like
Yeah, if you
have the
don't,
relationship. Like, the book isn't like it's not what saves you. Jesus is, right? And that makes sense. And so, yeah, that's a great message. Like, we're talking a lot about confidence. I think I'm gonna name the episode something to do with confidence because, like, I never know what the topic is. Like, what's it like? What it's gonna be when we go into it. I kind of just talk and like figure out like what the main topic was. Like, I think with me and my brother, I just did what does an 8-year-old know about Jesus?
yeah,
Because like that's a easy title. Me and Tyson, I think the last one we did was like about discipline. So give me like the top three things in your life, like real quick. Mine is Jesus at one, of course, music at two, and basketball at three. Like those are my favorite slash most important things. Like
yep,
you can throw family in there with like Jesus and like just personal like relationships with the people I love. Like
yeah.
Jesus is love, so like Jesus and love, like it kind of goes together. I feel like
I got, I got Jesus. Um, basketball, baseball.
you like basketball more than baseball.
No,
Then why'd you put basketball above baseball?
but no, baseball. I love baseball.
Yeah, that's so interesting, bro. I was never interested like that much, at least in sports at your age. Like it took me a long time to develop
And
a
then like family, friends.
yeah. That's always up there, and especially with Jesus. Like what I always say about my top like things in life is the number one goes really good with all of them. So
Yeah,
Jesus music, like obviously that's the only music I listen to. Like
I do like music a lot. I listen to a lot
yeah,
of music.
and then like Jesus and basketball. Like Jesus has to be number one because that's how you do everything else.
Yeah,
And like Jesus and family. Whew. Jesus and family is amazing. Like even whether it's like church family or family like like your friends, like have like knowing or just having friends that know Jesus, it's identical to
Feeling.
like having a real brother, like a real sister, a real parent. Like your mom is like she's like a mother figure to me because my mom hasn't known Jesus for her whole life, and like she's just starting to get to know Jesus, which is really good,
Hmm.
and I'm really thankful for that. But like I'm teaching her things, if that makes sense, and so it's really good, and it's a blessing to have people like your mom, like Lauren, like Gina, like all these like influences on my life, like role models is how I see it.
Yeah.
And then same thing for like Scott and like Anthony, all the pastors that are like role models in that sense because I don't have family that is like knows Jesus, like, and so it makes it hard to live life sometimes, like
Yeah.
living in my home, like just it can be hard sometimes because I don't like those people don't know Jesus and they aren't actively trying to seek Jesus like I am or
Yeah.
know his love. And
Uh,
so and I'm sure you can relate to certain environments you've been in before,
yeah.
like at school especially. Like that's a hard one because everyone there is focused on the world, it seems like. Even some people who claim to focus on Jesus. Most people who claim to focus on Jesus are focused on the world. And it can like it's what you're saying about those influences, like how they influenced you to grow your relationship with Jesus and seek more of him. In the same way people around you will discourage you because that's just like the way of the world. That's why we have to stand firm on Jesus as a rock, like have confidence in him. And we have to we have to not be the influenced but be the influencers. So when
Hmm.
we walk into a room, everyone is being influenced off of what we say.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of that Don Reddy song, the one we just listened to in my car.
Oh, yeah.
Say they
The new
felt the
one.
shifting in the room right when I popped in. It's a banger. All right, that was actually another question I forgot to write down. Was just about music, like your favorite artist, because I love music and Christian rap,
Me
and
too.
so I
I listen to a lot.
like to talk about it with people who know.
Jay Monty. He's number
Yeah.
one always. Tyson. Shout out Tyson. He got me into.
No, bro.
No.
Pause. You can't be shouting out Tyson for Jay Monty because you know who put him on to Jay Monty? Me, bro. I put him on to Jay Monty.
On the way to Kiowa, he puts it on. Every song he put
Yeah,
on
was
after
it
that.
Beat the Block Up? I
Yep.
put him on to that.
Solar System.
Yep, like I didn't. There's some songs I didn't like put him onto, but I showed him Jay Monty,
Black Leather.
and he was like, "Oh
Holy
my
Holy
gosh!" He was
Flow.
like, "Yeah, Holy Flow is a good one."
Holy Flow's a good one. My favorite Solar System though.
I've never even heard that song.
You got to.
I love all of
We'll
his
listen
other
to it.
songs,
We'll listen. We've got Caleb Gordon.
and then
Yesterday's Gone.
yeah, it's the oldest song on my playlist. It's crazy.
Um, Forced Frank. He
Hmm.
was day one for sure.
Yeah, day one, bro.
I showed my parents that, and now they listen to it all the time.
Yeah, your mom says she never gets tired of Forrest Frank. She told me that
Yeah.
because I had a shirt that was like referencing a song he had, or and do you know who No Big Deal is? Or No Big Deal? Bro. After this podcast, we're going downstairs. I'm hooking up to the speaker and I'm putting you on.
Okay. And then I'll put you on Solar System. It's the best Jay Monty song.
That's
Yes,
crazy.
it is.
Over Beat the Block Up?
Yes.
I feel
Call
like
me the
Beat the
Big
Block Up
450. Oh, that's a
is
bar.
like the most replayable song. Like I get something new every time I listen to it because it's bars.
My favorite verse. They call me the Big 450.
Because when I spit, I hit my target.
Target
My
flow
flow up and
fit
down
down like
like
crypto
crypto market.
market.
With my body covered in the blood, I'm just praying the crypto market. You don't even know what that means, boy. Like you don't even get those bars. You too young, but oh, I love music, bro. So I got like No Big Deal. Tori Deshawn. You ever heard of Tori Deshawn, bro? Oh my gosh, you don't know music. Like you don't know Christian rap. Indie Tribe, never heard of them? I'll show you after. Don't worry. And our last question. So I was debating kind of making this on relationships because we were talking about it earlier,
Mhm.
like making a podcast about relationships because I recently had some revelation and learning about that kind of just some more. And it's always the way I connect with the youth, it seems like when I'm talking to younger kids and I bring up relationships, they'll like they have a lot to say.
Yeah.
And that kind of leads them into the deeper side of things too because it shows their idea of love, what they have in a relationship, what they seek in a relationship, and like what they're looking for, because a lot of people replace relationship like God's love with a relationship. They idolize a relationship. They put it above their relationship with God because like they'll like people who don't know God think about the number one thing they're searching for in their heart. Like
Yeah.
yeah, they're like, "Oh, if I can just have this car, this house, some money, a good job." But their one end goal in life is like, "Oh, I need to get me a wife and kids," like
Yeah.
that.
I know exactly what
And
you're
that's
saying.
that's what everyone's searching for worldly. But us as believers, we know where that true love is, that because their soul, like Tyson talked about this and it hit me like hard, like deep, like their souls are crying out for some real love. They're searching. And so they do the best thing they think they can do, which is find worldly, imperfect love. But Jesus, God, He provides perfect love. That's what we're truly searching for. And that's why everyone who doesn't know Jesus or doesn't know God is replacing that with the closest thing they can, which is the worldly relationship with another person in the flesh. Because even in the Bible it tells us how strong and powerful and like how influential a relationship can be, like between a man and his wife. It tells us how like powerful and strong that is, and like how that bond is like they become one flesh. Like that's a crazy bond,
Yeah.
and that's why everyone searches it in the world and tries to replace the relationship with God with that. That makes sense. So I almost talked about it, but then like you didn't want to talk about it. You're shy. You're scared, terrified,
Okay.
trembling.
Okay.
So,
Trembling's crazy.
what do you think about relationships when it comes to putting God at the center? Because if you don't know, that's how it should be.
Yeah, it is.
So, I want to hear what you got to say about that.
Can you repeat the question again?
What do
Like
you, how do you, or like, shoot, putting God at the center
at the
of a
center.
relationship? Like, how do you do that, or what does that look like for you? Like that. How many, how many relationships have you been in? Like
Two.
two? Okay, just those two. Okay, and you're in eighth grade. That's crazy, bro. One thing I'll tell you with my unk advice is
Punk. You're sitting next to your lady.
don't worry about women this early in your life. Like I know like what it's like and like it's like yeah, you want to be and like you want to encourage yourself and be like, "Oh yeah, this can be good and this can be right." And I'll do it right and it will be okay.
Well, it's not like it's just a relationship, it's to be in one. Like I wanna
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like and it's different for you too, and I'm not saying like like you couldn't get blessed in a relationship this early and something works out to the point where you get married someday, something like that. But I'm just saying, for general advice, too many kids your age are worried about relationships with girls when they should be worried about relationship with God.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only way to have a good relationship with a girl or a woman is to have a good relationship with God. is to seek God first, to know his scripture, know his word, to be in it, to live in it, to pray, to worship. Like, you have to make yourself a good vessel for Christ so you can be a good vessel for a relationship. Just a relationship with anyone, like friends, family, but especially when it comes to dating. Did you know dating isn't like necessarily biblical?
I did not.
Not saying like it's bad, like it's a bad thing. Like they just didn't date back then. Like dating wasn't a thing until I don't remember what year it was, but we learned about it in sociology. Dating wasn't a thing. People would just kind of like know each other, like be friendly with each other, like, and then they'd get married, and like, so it's that's the part. Like, I see people hating on like 20-year-olds getting married, or like
Yeah.
people waiting a year or two and then getting married. Like, oh, you have to wait 5 years. Oh, you have to wait 3 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, is it really that crazy?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about in the Bible, like people just got married. Like that was the relationship. There was no like dating before, making sure like they're the right one and like doing all this. No, they just got married, bro. Like that kind of blows my mind sometimes, and like how it's changed like that. So like that's just like it reminds me of Bryce Crawford, you know?
Yes, I was just thinking
Yeah.
about him how he just got
Yeah.
married.
And he's like younger, and like you don't have to date for a certain amount of time to
Yeah.
get married. I'm not just saying go out and marry every
Yeah.
like but like I'm just saying it's crazy to think like dating wasn't even a thing. Like so it's crazy how we compare dating now to like what we should follow in the Bible when dating wasn't even a thing like back then. So you got to think of love in that perspective too, but so I'm just saying it's like for kids your age, it's usually a distraction when they're dating someone or when they have relationships or trying to be in a relationship because one, they don't have a good firm relationship with God, and two, a relationship is supposed to glorify God. You should each point each other to God,
Mhm.
and so a lot of times they don't do that because like you guys are young, like you don't realize that you are young, bro. Like I'm not trying to like diss on you because you're in a relationship. I'm just trying to tell you the truth and tell you what I've told like a bunch of kids your age and even kids my age. Like you got to focus on God before you focus on like external things, like other things like that. Like, and that goes for anything, not just dating a girl, like playing sports or like learning in school, like anything like that. And so, yeah, I mean, I've been in probably I don't know how many relationships. It's not like it's not like 11. It's
It's not like 11. What do you
like
mean?
I can count them on my fingers. It's not like a bunch. It's I've probably been like 4, probably like 3 actual, maybe like 1 actual one. I don't know. It's been a minute. It's been it's February. It's actually been 2 years now since I've been in a relationship, and it's part of my testimony like of how I got saved. I was in a relationship at the time, and I kind of told her, I was like, "Hey, I don't believe in God," and she said, like, "Oh, that's cool, me neither," and kind of just went about our lives. I went to Falls Creek. God changed my life. I put faith in Him. Things started to change. I prayed. I said, "If she's not right for me, um, take her away," because I thought in my head, in my own mind, that nothing was better than the relationship I was in. I was like, God, if you have something better for me, then I want that. But I believe this is what is better for me right now.
Mhm.
And that's kind of what I prayed. Boom, we broke up. And I was devastated. I was sad. Um I think we dated for 6 months, but like I got so close with her and like so close with the person like I never thought like I never knew you could get close with anyone like that. And I like it was different for me. I never felt that kind of love. And then I felt the love of Jesus. And then I'm like, okay. now I really don't know what's going on because I've never felt this type of love like at all. Like this is like a billion times more than what I was like
Yeah.
searching for in this relationship with her. And I was just mind blown. But at the time, it seemed like she was the best thing. And after she left, it was the worst thing. Like I felt so bad. And I was at Tyson's house because I was like, man, I haven't been focused on God. I need to go to Tyson's house, some like a place that reminds me of God. Because you can do like I like places or like there's things like that that subconsciously remind you of your relationship with God. Like being at Falls Creek, like you're in the presence of God. You subconsciously know you're like somewhere else and it reminds you of God. Or like fasting. You know what fasting is?
Not really.
It's where you just don't eat and you drink only water and you pray and you're withstanding from food so you can there's multiple reasons, but usually it's to pray and just to instead of eating like a meal, you're like, okay, I'm gonna take this time and pray instead because I'm relying on God and abstaining from food. I'm relying on God with the absence of food, if that makes sense. And so people like to fast for you can fast for a meal a day, 3 days a week. Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. And so fasting is one of those things that reminds me constantly of Jesus because that constant hunger, it puts like if you feel that constant hunger, you're reminded I need forget about that hunger. I need to be constantly searching for Jesus.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what that does. And so I went to Tyson's house for that reason and then like the next day we were doing like some manual labor and with Anthony and me and Chaos and Tyson and everyone was kind of complaining it was hot out, we're doing too much work, and it was like the best thing I ever like or best thing I had done in a long time. I was like I just needed this time to work and think and just to live life and like then I look where I'm at now and I see how God orchestrated the whole thing, how he put it all together like wow, it is so much better for me to not be in that relationship. Even though I thought it was like the greatest thing I had, it is so much better because God took me out of that relationship so I could get closer to him and look where he's taken my life. Like, oh my, like, it's insane. I have a whole podcast. I have a ministry now. I wake up talking to God. I have a Bible that I've read. Like, my life has changed, bro. My vocab has changed. The people around me have changed. Like, and I want to like I would do it again over and over. Like I would give up that relationship or give up that addiction. Like that's not just with that relationship that I've given up and it's changed me. Like I would give these things up over and over and over again, no matter how bad they felt in the moment, just to experience a glimpse of God.
Yeah.
Like, and that's how He's changed my life. And that's just part of my testimony that has to do, or some testimony that has to do with a relationship I was in, the last relationship I was in, and how it's going currently is like I've been thinking like, um, how do you know when you're ready for a relationship?
Yeah.
You don't.
You don't.
God knows because I was finding out because I would have the ideas of maybe I could date this girl, maybe I could date this girl, maybe I could talk to this girl and date this girl all the time, and I'd be like, oh no, I'm not ready, and I'm like, who am I to say if I'm ready or not?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because I want to jump into a relationship so I can like deny my own words and be like, okay, maybe I am ready. But no, I'm saying I realized I was driving in my car and I was like, when will I be ready for a relationship? Because I'll never be perfect. And if I'm trying to be perfect before I get into a relationship, I'll never be in a relationship. And so, am I ready or not ready for a relationship? I think that's up for God to decide. And I think it'll be clear and evidential. Like, I think it'll be crystal clear when I'm ready or if I'm ready and like who it is, like all that stuff. Because I think it's clear to me when God moves and when He works. And like you have the Holy Spirit, you see those things, you know those things. And when you pray for it, you see what you pray for and just stuff like that. So that's my take on relationships this young. And even for myself, it I feel like I'm a little young sometimes, but you never know. So that's why I'm saying, I'm not saying like if you're like a certain age, you can't be in a serious relationship or have a relationship that glorifies God. But I'm saying focus on God first, because a lot of kids, especially junior high, that's like the peak age of trying to get in a relationship. That is the peak age where everyone tries to do it. And so really focus on God before you ever try to get in a relationship or find one, or even if you're in one currently, focus on God first. Because everything else falls in place when you seek first the kingdom of heaven. Matthew 6:33. Seek first the kingdom of heaven, and the rest of these things will be added unto you. And so that's kind of my take on relationships. What do you think?
Yeah, what he said.
Yeah, what he said, yeah. So I think that's all the questions I got. You got anything else you want to say? Oh, you didn't ask any of your questions. I forgot. Go for it.
Well, bond knowledge, we already talked about that. High school.
Just high school in general.
High school.
So much better than junior high. Hardest years are sophomore and junior year. That's what I've heard. Sophomore year is definitely harder than freshman year, and junior year is definitely harder than sophomore year. But senior year is supposed to be easy because you get to do whatever you want. But I don't know. Um, I like high school. It kind of it gives me like a social life, I guess. Like if I want to talk to people, or like just spreading the gospel, it gives you opportunities. It gives you chances every day, and gives me opportunities to do stuff in the school, like our Bible study we've started, and like giving out the free Bibles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And man, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do after high school right now, and so that's that's high school. It's nothing crazy. It's overhyped, but yeah,
Is it so it's like freshman year's easy.
it depends who you are.
Okay.
It's all right. It's nothing crazy. Like teachers are way more forgiving, and they give you a lot more responsibility to you. So it's just up to you, like how you do. If you do good, you study, like all these things, like you'll do good if you do good. It's like pretty simple.
Okay. I don't think I have any more questions.
All right. So yeah, it's been a nice. But I feel like I've talked so much more than you, like this whole time. I feel like you barely talked, but I mean, it works.
Yeah, because you already talked about what
Yeah.
is God doing for you in your life.
Yeah.
You already.
He's doing everything.
Yeah.
He's doing everything for me. It's important to give all glory to God, all of it. That's where my confidence comes from, and that's where the ability to do anything. I have these podcasts to speak the words I'm able to speak, to live the life I'm able to live. It's all because of Jesus. It's all because of Him. I don't want any of the glory. I want it all to go to Him, the one who has given me my life,
Mm-hmm.
and the one who bought it with a price. So, see you next week on the 3 Point Podcast. We got t-shirts, $30. Just DM the account, and we got donations in the Cash App link, and check out the ministries on Instagram. Thank you for watching. See you next week.